Hi everyone, it's Brenda with Bubs and Scrubs, and the next soap I'm going to slice up is my green tea Yuzu soap, and that has been one of my top sellers since I started, and it's also changed every time I've made it. So this is what it looks like today, which is very different than what it used to look like. And so I made a double batch of this one because it does sell so well. And, once I know a soap is a good seller, then I'll make larger batches. And, a double batch for me is still pretty small, compared to a big-time soap maker. But, it pretty much takes the same amount of time to make a small batch as it does to make a large batch. So, oh wow, look at that. That's pretty cool. That's happening because the inside just isn't dry yet, but that's pretty cool. If it could stay like that, that would be so awesome. I really wish there was a way to make it stay that way, but it does not. It will eventually all be the same darker brown once it all dries out. So yeah, when I first did my green tea Yuzu soap, and there is green tea in there. It's made with green tea extract. That's actually brown, not green. So yeah, when you mix it in, it's actually can be very dark brown depending on how much you use. So the first time I made it, it had swirls. I did it in the pot swirl. That's pretty. If it could stay like that, I would be so happy. But it's not going to do that. I think maybe I will stamp these guys because they're nice and they're soft enough. But that looks nice. So yeah, so this tan color is from the green tea extract. So yeah, my first one had a swirl. It had the color green and this brown all kind of swirled in there. And that was my first iteration. And then, let's see, my second iteration was similar. It was swirled again, green and brown, but I made it a little lighter so the brown wasn't as dark, and I started making my bars larger. Because I felt like my first go-round I wasn't really using enough. They felt too small. And so then the next go-round I made them cream on the top, and they were, let's see, they were green on the bottom. And that was fine, but my problem with that was that I wasn't really leveraging the whole green tea piece of it. And so, I like soaps that have an interesting look to it, and each soap needs to kind of have its own look and feel, and the look and feel should have some relevance to the scent. So for this one, and this is the way I think I'll keep going with it, is it has green tea in it. So those specks and flecks that you see down there in the bottom half is green tea. Leaves all ground up and put in there. So we've got the green tea extract. We also have the green tea leaves, and Yuzu is a Japanese grapefruit, so it's a bright, light citrus kind of smell. It's not nearly as heavy as like an orange essential oil would give you, but it's a really nice fresh scent. It's not very heavy. It's definitely good for guys and girls. This go around I did blend my fragrance though. I didn't use straight Yuzu. I added some essential oil to it just to make it a little more complex, and I like it. I thought it came out really nice. So this is what the bars look like. I think these look really nice. I just love that cream color. I experimented a long time with this different oils to make soap for my recipe, and some people don't like saying you calling it a recipe, but I do. I mean, I could say formula, but it's oils. You might as well just call it a recipe. So it took me a while to get a recipe that I really liked because there were certain qualities I was going for. So I wanted my recipe to be without palm oil for a lot of reasons. I have a blog post on that, so there's no palm oil in here. I wanted my recipe to be able to get hard enough. I mean, one of the biggest reasons you want to use palm oil, it makes your bars hard and long-lasting. So I needed to make sure it was still hard and long-lasting without palm oil, so that was a consideration. I wanted to make sure it had a lot of vitamin E in it so that the oils don't go rancid anytime soon, and so I chose oils that have a lot of vitamin E. what else? I wanted it to have a creamy color, just you know, all by itself. So just the natural color of the oils really is this creamy color here, which is perfect. This is the color I wanted, and I got it, so I'm really happy about that. What else did I want? Oh yeah, I wanted my soap to get nice big bubbles, but I didn't want it to be drying. I wanted it to, you know, leave moisture on the skin, and it appears to do that as well. So I just love my soap formula, and I'm really happy about that. I will say it was very frustrating to get to that point. And I'll probably tweak it. I mean, I'll have different variations, but I have a really good base that I'm happy with now. And that's where I think if you're a new soap maker, you really do have to invest the time to find the formula that you want, and that works for you. And so I'm really happy. I have my 7-oil blend. I wanted to use 7 oils. I was able to find the 7 that seem to deliver what I'm looking for. So anyway, this is green tea yuzu. I'm going to have a bunch of this in stock. This has been sitting for a week. I think another week and it'll be ready to ship. It should be fine. Another 2 weeks would be great, but I'll ship it in another week. And what I'll do is I'll take new pictures today. This is the dried out side. This is that side. I'll take new pictures since the look is very different than what it used to be. And I don't think I'm going to change it much more from what it looks like right now. This is pretty much, I think, the final design for this one. I really like using teas in my soaps, so I'm going to make more soaps with this whole tea thing going on, because I love tea. And that was part of my original concept too for these soaps, was to have a tea line. So I think I'm going to get back to that and just, you know, get more specialized in what I'm offering. So this is it, green tea yuzu. I hope you were able to see it okay. If ever you want a sample of a soap that you see, I'll give you a free sample. So what I'll do is slice off a piece. I'll just, you know, sacrifice a bar, which is not a big deal, and use it as a sample bar, and probably, you know, slice off, you know, going this way. Not this way, but this way. It depends on how, you know, many I have extra. But if you want a sample, send me a note. When you place an order, say, hey, you know, can you include a sample of X soap? You know, I've always wanted to try it, so I'm happy to do that. Just let me know. And again, this one is green tea yuzu, and thank you for watching. Take care.